Bale ito, natanggal ko na lahat ng screw na nakalagay dyan. Tapos ito, nakadikit lang naman to dyan.
After complaining about this a little bit, it should actually be great that the United States has a president that's willing to confront a threat like this.
Basag na basag talaga to. Binali ng may-ari. Ginanon, no? Ginanon. Ito, putol na rin yung fingerprint. Ayan, naputol yan ng may-ari. Mag-iingat kayo sa pagtanggal nito kasi ito walang nabibiling kapalit nitong fingerprint sensor. Wala kang nabibiling second hand ay brand new nitong fingerprint sensor, kaya ingatan nyo pagtanggal nito. Ito naman, hindi naman ako yung nakasira nito, yung may-ari nakasira nito. Itong binili ko sa Shopee, LCD with frame na siya. Bali nakakabit na yung LCD dun sa may frame. Wow. May kasama ng ano to may kasama na siyang, kung maganda yung nabilihan ko kasi may kasama na siyang tempered glass. Lagay na rin natin yan. So gagawin natin, kakalasin muna natin itong nasa ibabaw, itong fingerprint, itong power volume, itong ribbon na to, tanggalin natin yan. Itong nasa ilalim, tanggalin din natin. Tanggalin natin din to. Nangyari. Yan. Tanggalin din natin itong ribbon, tanggalin din natin, pero dahan-dahan lang sa pagtanggal. Hinay-hinay lang. Hinay-hinay lang sa pagtanggal. Ito sa pagtanggal nito, medyo matigas kasi yung dikit niyan. Tsaka ito. Gamit tayo nito. Lighter fluid. Patakan lang natin. Patakan natin to. Tapos ito, tanggalin na rin natin. Tandaan lang, wag pupunitin yung ano. Pag matigas, patakan ulit natin ng lighter fluid. Good. Mukhang din naman siya na napunit. Tapos itong ilalim. Tanggalin din natin itong vibrator na to. Okay, diba? Wala na tayong gagawin dito. Tapon na natin to. Hindi na kasi pwede pakinabangan to. Binali masyado ng may-ari. Siguro nabuisit ginanon. Yan. Tapos kunin na natin yung bago. Yan. Siyempre, kung anong pinakauli natin tinanggal, ayun yung una-una nating lalagay. Sunod dito. Dito. Tapos pwede natin lagay ito. Sunod, bago natin lagay ito, linisin muna natin yung camera. Yung panlinis dyan, ganito rin. Itong kalimutan natin to. Lagay muna natin to. Hindi natin mabubuhay yan pag wala yan. Paglagay niyan, pwede mo lang naman lagay ng ganyan yan, no? Oh. Tapos lagay mo na. Yan. Ganyan lang. Tapos lagay mo na tong LCD. Lagay mo na itong charger. Kung meron kayong ganito, lagyan nyo na rin ng double-sided. Pero kung wala, tapean nyo na lang. Pwede na itong tape na ganito. Para hindi magalaw. Magalaw yan eh. Tapean nyo na lang. Yan, ganyan. Oh. battery. Konti na dapat suksok nyo talaga yan sa mga gap na dinaanan niya kasi pag tatakpan nyo yan na hindi nakasuksok ng maayos yan, aangat, lulobo. Always so beautiful. Smile from everywhere. You have my suicidal. Decided to say it's over. Shoot each other. Don't say no, but I got the time. Don't see my eyes, I'm just in my mind.
Good stuff. Tough game. Okay. Neil Sarin. Very good player, of course. He's playing early D6 against him. F3, so this is what I had in the World Cup against Gukash back in 2023. Maybe I played it against Neil or something a lot too, but whatever.
Kung wala kayong gantong double-sided tape, gumamit na lang kayo ng ganito. Ito. Patak-patak lang lagay nyo. Pero kung may double-sided tape kayo, pwede rin naman to.
The latest Iranian proposal, they say they'll open up the strait if we drop the blockade. But we'd also have to negotiate the nuke dust later. Trump says, are you crazy? What do we look like, John Kerry? Pete says the Navy's not backing down to a bunch of pirates. What they're doing right now is effectively piracy. It's terrorism. It's threatening international shipping. And our blockade is signaling to the world that we actually control that strait. The president says the blockade is, quote, somewhat more effective than the bombing. They're choking like a stuffed pig, and it's going to be worse for them. 20 Iranian ships filled with oil and cargo are stuck in a Persian port, going cobwebs. This world-class blockade has already turned around 42 vessels. This week, U.S. Marines boarded a commercial ship, the Blue Star 3. It wasn't following orders. We stopped her at the Arabian Sea, rappelled down on the deck, quarantined the crew. Now it's in the custody of Uncle Sam.
How are you prepared to maintain the blockade? Can that give us 4 months?
Well, the blockade is genius. Okay, the blockade is 100% foolproof. It shows how good our Navy is. I can tell you that nobody's going to play games. Military, we wiped them out. They have no military left. It's all the Navy's at the bottom of the sea. The Air Force is never going to fly again. We've got an amazing military. Now they have to cry uncle. That's all they have to do. Just say we give up.
Uncle in Iran is Abu, in case the AI told gets cable. President Trump says they're
I know him very well, Mohammed, and very smart. And he probably maybe wants to go his own way. That's a good thing. I think that ultimately it's a good thing for getting the price of gas down, getting oil down, getting everything down.
This is good news because there's a lot of upward pressure on Brent crude today, closing at $100, 20 barrel. Business figured out that oil supply is unreliable. The only reliable producer is us, and we're turning to the world's cheapest, safest gas station. You know, the clean one in the nice neighborhood, little squeegee down your windshield with a smile. That's us. Globalism's toast. We're in every for himself situation. Resource nationalism is back. Today, gas prices hit $4.25. Can't have that. On the world that we can. The president actually dipped away from the king yesterday to huddle with oil and gas execs. Then Putin called.
What do you call this? Why having the Iran situation?
He told me he'd like to be involved with the enrichment if we can help us get it. I said I'd much rather have you be involved with ending the war with Ukraine. To me, that would be more important.
Biden went 3 years without ever even talking to Putin. Even after Putin invaded, Biden never picked up the phone and said, hey, Vlad, let's talk. Never did it. Meanwhile, in 24 hours, Trump's talking to Putin, the Iranians, oil CEOs, and the King of England. Today, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth testified to the House Armed Services Committee. Wackos chased him down the hall with pink handcuffs, and then Democrats tried to get cute.
Do you believe that the president is able enough to be the commander-in-chief?
You asked the same question to Joe Biden for 4 years. Operation Epic Fury was a breeze for Pete compared to dealing with these showboaters. The biggest challenge, the biggest adversary we face at this point are the reckless, feckless, and defeatist words of congressional Democrats and some Republicans. 2 months in, I remind you, 2 months in to a conflict. Lest I remind you, and my generation understands how long we were in Iraq, how long we were in Afghanistan. We only have 10% of our firepower in the Gulf and only 10% of targets left ahead. And what's left of the Iranian leaders are living underground fighting over how much to surrender. 47 showing a little bit of mercy. He's trying to give peace a chance. The Democrats think the Pentagon's stuck in the muck. Watching you say the same thing on CNN this morning, a quagmire. My generation served in a quagmire in Iraq and Afghanistan. Years and years of nebulous missions and utopian nation building that led us to nothing. What we have right now, the way you stain the troops when you tell them 2 months in, Congress, you should know better. Shame on you. Calling this a quagmire 2 months in. If the commander-in-chief wanted, last Tuesday could have been bridge and power plant time. It'd be lights out. But Democrats would just call him a war criminal. And then when he'd negotiate, they'd say chickens out. Just noise. Military morale is at all-time highs. Recruitment just broke a 30-year record. Under Joe Biden, Americans didn't want to join the military. We couldn't get it. Now we have to turn people away and push them to the next fiscal year. That's why this budget grows our force by almost 50,000. Ultimate additional troops into the force that we believe we can recruit. That's the best vote of confidence I can imagine. The new Pentagon budget, they're asking for a lot. The money is going for a good cause. The Trump-class battleship, armed to the teeth, laser turrets, railgun, hypersonic and nuclear weapons capabilities. This is next-gen stuff. Trump calls it the Golden Fleet. But Democrats say Operation Epic Fury costs too much. Schumer says this, $25 billion. Imagine everything we could have done with that money. Funds for healthcare, hospitals, schools, veterans, military families, and so much more. Trump gave the military a raise for the first time in years. Obama had vets dying on VA wait lists. And hospitals and schools, we already send billions to schools and hospitals, and the Democrats steal it. All this money, we get sicker, our kids get dumber, and Democrats get richer. More money for schools and hospitals. Schumer wants to send more money to the children.
Ganyan lang kadali guys. Huwag kayo matakot umorder sa online kasi kadalasan sa mga yan, basta alam mo yung unit na binibili mo. Goods yan, tsaka nare-refund naman. So, ang kinagandahan pa sa online, no? May mga libreng ganito. Pero yung mga screw na yan, huwag nyo na gamitin yan kasi baka masira lang yung, baka mabilog lang yung head ng mga screw ng cellphone natin. So, ganyan lang. Ganyan lang guys. Salamat. Salamat sa panonood. Subscribe. Bye-bye.